right, boys, we are back. That's right. We just finished up the regular season of year one. It was kind of close there, looking at that record that we have, 39, 34, and 9. We shouldn't be in the playoffs, but we benefited from a very weak division this year. We won our division, and we actually have home ice advantage in the first round up against the Pittsburgh Penguins, all right? A good battle here, Captain Ovechkin versus Captain Crosby, all right? So before we get started on taking a look at the lines or anything, let's make sure that we don't forget to turn injuries on, all right? We're going to turn injuries on, all right? Now, this is year one, so we pretty much, well, hang on. We won't talk about the Pittsburgh Penguins just yet. My goal for year one was just to make the playoffs, right? I want to go into a little bit of a run here, but really, with the record that we have, look at Pittsburgh record, 46, 34, and 2, all right? I know we have home ice advantage, but the regular season says that they are the better team, so I'm not really expecting a long run here from the Washington Capitals. I wanted to make the playoffs to give our team basically the chance to go at it, all right? Because anything can happen, all right? But I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. This is going to be a hard first series. It really is. So this is only year one, so we pretty much know what the Pittsburgh Penguins roster should be, unless they've made some crazy trades. No, yeah, all the players are still there. So their first line is James Neal, Sid the Kid, and Chris Kunitz. Yeah, it's hard to say. The first line is actually kind of similar to our first line. Crosby is slightly better than Ovechkin, all right? But they match up pretty well. But then our two other players, Backstrom and Eriksson, I'd say are better than Kunitz. Maybe Neal has a little bit to show for himself, but I'd say Neal and Kunitz are both listed as second liners, all right? So, Crosby will help them out. I'm not saying it's a bad first line. I'm just saying that Crosby may be a little bit better than Ovechkin, but Eriksson and Backstrom are a little bit better than Kunitz and Neal. A lot better than Kunitz, a little bit better than Neal, all right? So I'd say the first line is actually pretty similar. Second line, you got Matt Cook, Gino Malkin, and Pascal Dupuis. All right, so the center, oh, my bad. The center is definitely better on the second line for Pittsburgh. Malkin up against Paul Stastny, no doubt, all right? But then one of our wingers, Johansson, I'd say he's pretty much on par offensively. He's probably better offensively than Cook, probably on par with Dupuis, all right? And then Mike Ribeiro, he's proved to have a really good point-producing season. So, Malkin, I got to give it to the second line's got to be similar again, because Malkin's so amazing, but then the two wingers we have beat their two wingers. So, again, pretty similar. They got the wild card crazy stud centers, all right? That's what's going to, and their power, oh my God, their power play, I forgot about that. That's going to we're going to have to watch out for that as well. Third line, Jason Blake, 76, Suter, 82, Tangradi, 74. So, again, this is the story about the Pittsburgh Penguins. They got a lot of salary tied up in their star players. They don't really have any depth here. Blake, 76 overall, not the greatest. Suter would be a pretty good third-line center. I like Suter back there, but Tangradi as well. They're two wingers, just not up to par. And then their fourth line, Jeffrey, Smith, and Adams. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 6 players who are 79 or worse, all right? That's not horrible, but I'm just saying depth does do something for your team, and depth is something they don't have offensively, all right? So there's offense. Defense, you got Paul Martin and Chris Letang. Chris Letang is a 90 overall two-way defenseman, all right? So you got to watch out for Chris Letang. You really got to watch out for their power play. You got to give that first line to them. Second line, Orpik and Niskanen. Two-way defenseman, defensive defenseman. Schultz and, who was it? Was it Alzner? Yeah, I think it was Schultz. No, Schultz and Carlson. Yeah, Schultz and Carlson. I'd say the second line is pretty similar. And then Sure and Reese, I'd say Barker and Hammerlick are better than Sure and Reese, all right? So they got the better first line, we got the better third line, and we got a pretty similar second line, all right? So it's actually matching up pretty well here. But then here's the big difference. Oh my God. Doesn't matter which goalie they put in the net, Marc-Andre Fleury or Thomas Vokoun. They're both 87 overall goalies. Both elite goalies. I don't know how Thomas Vokoun is still rated this good. But still, he's an elite goalie, all right? So it doesn't matter who we face, we're facing an elite goalie in this series, all right? So the lowdown is they got the better goalie. They got the better studs like Malkin, Crosby, and Letang, the better first-line studs, all right? But then we got them covered in depth, and we got them covered on the wings, basically. Tied, a little bit tied defensively, and hopefully our goaltenders can hold it up, all right? But, yeah, I don't think this is going to be an easy series. If I had to choose one team just on paper, I'd go with Pittsburgh, all right? So here's our team. Yep, we know what the lineups are, but here was the question that I put to you guys. Holtby or Neuwirth, all right? A lot of you guys were saying go with Holtby. Got to go with the hot hand, all right? So it's not even a decision for me. I was thinking, you got to go with Neuvirth because he's statistically, again, it's a simulation. He's your best goalie. But I put it to you guys. You guys said Holtby. Again, we wouldn't be in the playoffs if it wasn't for Holtby, all right? He had a lot of key wins there at the second half of the season. So we're going with Holtby, all right? I had a few comments saying that I should go on a one-loss ratio. You know, they lose one, jack them out. I'm not going to do that, all right? That's horrible for a goalie. You know, you lose a game, you're out. Sorry, that's it. No. We're going to base the goalie's performance off the statistics in the game, all right? See if he has a save percentage above 900. That's what I want, all right? All right, we've I've stalled enough here. Let's get going on this. All right, game 1, year 1, at home, Pittsburgh versus Washington. Crosby versus Ovechkin. Let's see what happens here. First period. All right, we get off to a great start. Mike Green on the power play and Nicholas Backstrom. All right, so the game's not over yet. It's far from over, but, man, this is a game that we can squash this game 1 and get off to a good start here. We got this. All right, you guys can play this. Come on now. Second period. All right, we got 2 more. Yeah, that's good. Mike Knuble and Brooks Lake. So we got some, what did I say? Some depth scoring. Brooks Lake on the third line. Knuble's on the third line. All right, Backstrom and Green, our first liners. Hell yeah. All right, so, I mean, Holtby, I don't know, man. I haven't seen what you can do yet, but you got the double routine. 4 goals in the third period. I mean, I've seen worse, but come on, man. You can do this. 5 goals. There you go. Roman Hammerlich. There you go. Depth goal scoring from everyone. And look, and there's 6 goals. Wojciech Wolski. All right, don't embarrass them now. They're going to come back firing in the next game. All right, and Suter breaks up Holtby's shutout. Don't worry about it. Good job, Holtby. Look at that. 37 shots on net. Holtby made 36 saves. Good job. But they actually had Thomas Vokoun in the net. But boys, don't worry about that because you saw it. Thomas Vokoun was 87 overall anyways, so you're going to get the same thing. If Fleury was in there, you know, you can't make that argument that they wouldn't allow 6 if Fleury was in there. That's hindsight. They're the same overall goalie, so it doesn't matter. All right? So good job, Holtby, and we had some depth goal scoring. Yeah, 6 goals, and we didn't have anyone with 3 or more points, so depth goal scoring. All right, game 2 now. Any injuries that happens? Let's see. Krejci's out for a week or so. It's probably day-to-day, so he can probably still play. Oh, you know what I didn't do, actually? Hang on a sec. I'm done. Okay, let's, let me send out my scout again. I might as well. Scouting assignment. Scout. Yeah, there it is. I missed it. What did we do last time? We did, the Swedish Elite League, right? For forwards? Yeah, because we're not going for defensemen. I want some depth forwards here that I can bring up. Maybe be second-line snipers or something. Yeah, okay, so, alright, they turned from 4-star to 3.5-star, which isn't bad, because remember, we're going to have late picks this year, so we're going to have to try and snag up as many 3.5 and 4-star players as we can, and just build depth, alright? Let's keep looking. Sim Liga, we could go after some of the Finns. Yeah, let's go Finns for 6 weeks. Actually, there's only 6 prospects, so I'll go Finns for a month, alright, because there's only 6 of them in there. Alright, so, yeah, let's get going. Game 2. Whoa. Oh, I was like, I saw Backstrom injured, but it was the goalie. Never mind, we're fine. All right, so here we go. Game 2 at home. Come on, boys. Let's just keep up this momentum. You know they're going to be playing hard after that embarrassing loss. Come on now. Don't let them get off to a good start. First period. All right, good job. That's all right. We weathered the storm, all right? We didn't let them, you know, just come out flying angry after that first game. No. Hope he's playing good. Only 2 shots on the net as well. Look at that. All right, here we go. Second period. All right, they got 1. Gino Malkin. We knew this was going to happen, all right? It's not our goals against that's going to win us the series. Our guys need to be scoring goals like that first game. 6 goals. I mean, I know that's not always going to happen, but Ovechkin, we need you, man. You didn't get any goals in that first game. We need you. Chris Letang, that's 2. It's going to be hard to get 2 in the third period now. Come on, we need a quick one. If we want this game, we need a quick one. Power play? Nah, it's over. It's over. We're not getting one. All right, so Fleury, I'm guessing Fleury came back in, and he gets a shutout, all right? So, again, Holtby played great. I'm not taking Holtby out of the game. I'm not taking him out. 30 shots against, 2 goals, that's fine, all right? That is fine. Again, we should... I said it at the beginning of the year, and I said it at the beginning of the playoffs. We need to be scoring goals. We're not a defensive team. We're an offensive team. All right? Roman Hammerlich been injured with a broken hand. All right, that's not the worst. If an injury has to happen, all right, fair enough. It happens what's his name? Hammerlich. All right, so we're going to have to bring up, here you go. We're going to have to bring up Orlov now. You guys said that I should have never sent him down. He had the most points. Well, let's see if he can get some points for us now. We need some goal scoring. All right, so Orlov, get in there. Now, I'm not going to put Orlov on the penalty kill. I'm going to go back to Green on the penalty kill, all right? Now, this is not that good because we turned the season around once we took Orlov out of there and we brought up Hammerlich. So, it's not, hopefully we don't fall back into the team we were in the first month now, you know? All right, so, yeah, we knew that was going to happen. It would have been so nice to go up 2-0 against the Pittsburgh Penguins, you know. You could have actually seen the light at the end of the tunnel, but now we're back to square one. Anything can happen still, but come on, boys. We got to get some goals here. We need to get some goals. Ovechkin, man, he had a great regular season, but here comes the playoffs. You need to be getting some goals for your team. You're the freaking captain for your team. All right, here we go. First period. All right, they got another one. Geno Malkin. Look at this guy. Yep, this super stud. You can't hold him back. You can't stop Crosby and Malkin, man. Come on now. Second period. Oh, my God. We can't score. We cannot score goals. It's not Holtby's fault. We're having a tough time scoring some goals now, boys. There it is. Nicholas Backstrom. All right, first line comes through for us. 5-on-5. Yes! Paul Stastny, but Malkin answers right back. All right, don't worry about it. Stastny got one. Malkin answered back. It's 2-2, all right? Let's resume. Come on, boy. Yes! Mike Ribeiro. All right, this is turning into a shootout here in the third. Come on, power play. Power play. Come on. 10 minutes left. Penalty kill. Good job. 5 minutes left. Come on, boys. Hold out. Hold out. Yes, Holtby. Holtby's playing beastly. Holtby is playing beastly. This guy comes to play in the playoffs. 37 shots against, only 2 goals, all right? So that's what I'm talking about. We got 3 goals against Fleury. Holtby's playing great, man. 3 games. He's only allowed 4 goals, all right? He hasn't had a game where he's allowed more than 2 goals. He's giving our offense a chance to get in the game. And look at that. Look at that. Ovechkin, he didn't score, but he got 3 assists. And there was only 3 goals that we got that game. So every one of his assists were needed. So great job there, Ovechkin. You had a great game. Good job. I'm happy about that. All right. Goals, assists, I don't care. I want points. All right. I won't say he needs to score goals. I want that first line to score goals. I don't care if it's Ovechkin. I don't care if it's Backstrom. I don't care if it's Eriksson. Those guys need to be producing. All right. Yeah, Ovechkin's got 4 assists in 3 games. Fair enough. All right, fair enough. That game definitely padded his stats a little bit. All right, so we got a 2-1 series lead. Let's just keep it up here. We're going with Holtby. We're going with Holtby. Come on, Holtby. You're the man right now. You're the man in Washington. Come on, earn that starting job next year. Here we go. First period. All right, good job, good job. We didn't score, but we didn't concede. That's fine. All right, here we go. Second period. All right, we got 2, they got 2. All right, that's fine. Martin, Neal, and then Ribeiro. And then look at this. Dmitry Orlov ties up the game before the 3rd period. That's a big goal, Orlov. That's a big freaking goal. All right, so, boys, I mean, help out your goalie. Help out your goalie here in the 3rd period. Come on, we need one. First line, I could use one. First line, power play, penalty kill, I don't care. I need a first line goal. Come on, boys. Help Holtby out. Help Holtby out. Ah, the kid got us overtime on 2 goals. Power play. Penalty kill. No. Good job. Come on, boy. Penalty. No. How you guys taking penalties in the freaking overtime? Oh, my God. Holtby, you played amazing again, man. 3 goals on 43 shots. Not Holtby's fault. Not Holtby's fault whatsoever. I mean, we played 4 games so far, and Holtby has never allowed 3 goals in 60 minutes, all right? This game, yeah, he allowed 3 goals, but it took an extra period to get that done, all right? So Holtby's playing amazing for us right now. We're just... Our goal scoring, it's here, it's not here. It's here, it's not here. All right, so yeah, it's just a good series. 2 evenly matched teams. I really can't. Alzner's been injured with what has been injured. What has been injured with injured foot? Oh, okay, that's why his estimated return is April 28th, 2013. All right, so he may be back for this series, but he may not be if it doesn't go long. That's a big loss too. Alzner was our second liner, so we're gonna have to bring up this Jack Hillen guy. That's why I didn't trade Jack Hillen away. Oh, he was our first liner, right? Who should I bring up? Should I do best lines? No, I don't want to do best lines just yet. I know you guys are saying bring up Orlov. I'm not bringing up Orlov. All right, I'm not bringing up Orlov. It's got to be Carlson. All right, and then we got to bring up Barker. Yeah. And then we got to address Hillen. There you go. Ooh, that 3rd line is pretty weak now. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty weak. All right, now Barker's going to take over on the power play. There you go. Oh, Orlov, you can take over on the power play. And Barker can take over on the penalty kill. All right, Orlov, penalty kill. Yeah, Barker. There you go, and Barker. All right, 4-on-4 lines. Barker. Actually, no, I got to put Orlov in there. Hang on. It doesn't really matter 4-on-4 lines, but whatever. Holtby, we're running with you, man. You're playing amazing for us, all right? I have nothing against Holtby right now. Nothing against him. He is playing outstanding for us, all right? Hang on 1 second here, boys. My goodness gracious. There you go. I'm back. All right, so we got that taken care of. What's the series? 2-2, right? Yeah. All right, so again, just an evenly matched series here. I really can't call out anybody. I mean, our first line needs to be scoring goals. I mean, Ovechkin, again, 4 assists. you know what, Ovechkin, 4 assists isn't enough because you had one game out of those 3 games where you had 3 of those assists, all right? So I need, instead of 1 game where you get a lot of points, I need, 2, 3 games with 1 or 2 points each in it. That's what I need, all right? But it's just not happening right now. But you know who else has been off the scoring sheet? Crosby. Malkin's been playing great, but Crosby's been nowhere to be found either. So, you know what? No, I'm not going to jinx myself just yet. Let's just go into Game 5 here. Come on. Home ice advantage. We can take this, all right? Let's put a stranglehold around this series. Here we go. First line, I'm calling you out. All right, you need to produce in this game. First line, come on. Here we go. First period. All right, there it is. Ovechkin and Brooks Laich gets 2. Brooks Laich on the power play. All right, and Ovechkin. There you go, Ovi. All right, he gets a nice little dagger there before the end of the first period to make it a 3-goal lead. That's a big goal, Ovechkin. That's a big goal. Now, come on, boys. Just whatever you do, keep it to a 2-goal lead before the third period, all right? Here we go. Second period. All right, there we go. We got the 3-goal lead going into the third. All right, so far in this series, boys, Holtby has never allowed more than 3 goals in 60 minutes. All right, so, I mean, if a pattern continues, we got this game wrapped up in the bag. So come on, Holtby. I got all the faith in the world in you, son. Come on. Show me that routine. Show me that routine. There you go. There it is. Backstrom, a first line. All right. So our first line got 2 goals for us this game. Ovechkin got 1, and Backstrom got the other. And we win 4-0. Holtby gets a playoff shutout. Good job, Holtby. Good freaking job. All right. So it's basically come down to this. 2 more games. All we have to do is win 1 of those games. All right. That's all we have to do. All right. Ovechkin had 2 points, probably an assist on the Backstrom goal. All right. So Ovechkin, he showed up in 2 of these games. Fair enough. Fair enough. He's definitely shown. I got another one. Wojtek Walski, roster moves. We're going to have to bring up a forward this time. 3 injuries in this freaking playoffs. All right, we're going to bring up Joey Crab. All right. I know I don't want to bring up Joey Crab either, but we got to do it. Jason Chimera, you can come up, and Joey Crab, you can go on the 4th line. All right. Was Walski anywhere else? Was he on the power play? I don't think so. No. 4-on-4 lines. Let me just go down here and put, Knuble. It doesn't matter. All right, perfect. So, here we go, Washington. We weren't supposed to be in the playoffs, all right? The Pittsburgh Penguins had a much better point total after the regular season, but screw that, all right? Once we're here in the playoffs, anything can happen, all right? It doesn't matter if they had more wins on an 82-game schedule. Right now, we're in a best-of-7 series. Let's show them how it's done. And look at this. We got good news here. Carl Alzner. Yes, sorry. I'm getting mixed up with Carlson and Carl Alzner. Alzner is back. So, Hillen, you can get scratched. All right. I'm not going to send him back down. Alzner, you're going to come up. We're going to send the lines back to the way they were. All right. Schultz, Carlson, Green, Alzner, Barker, Orlov. All right. Orlov. We did have 2 power play goals with Brooks Laich and Orlov being back there. So, you know what? I'm going to leave Alzner off the power play just for now. All right. Penalty kill, we're going to put him back in, though. Not Cam Barker. Alzner. There you go. Not Cam Barker. Alzner. There you go. And then Orlov, Alzner. Perfect. All right. So we got Alzner back for Game 6 here. All right. So, boys, we can just end it right here. All right. It'd be great if we could end it right here because then we'd move on to the second round and we wouldn't have to deal with the Game 7 that we might get more injuries, all right? So, come on, boys. Come to play. First line, you had a great game last game. Let's carry it over. We're in Pittsburgh. Come on. Let's end their dreams right now. Second year in a row, Pittsburgh Penguins out in the first round. Come on now. First period. All right, we got one. Backstrom, the first line. Good job. And look, they got Thomas Vokoun in. Last time he was in, we got 6 goals on him. Let's run him out of here again. Come on now. Second period. All right, we got one. They got one. Oh, Sid the Kid. Yeah, when the back's up against the wall, Crosby turns it on, all right? So now that's hopefully not a good omen, all right? We got to shut down Sid the Kid before he gets hot. Come on now. Carlson. Here, what am I talking about? Carlson got the 2-1 goal, all right? So here we go. We got the third period. I don't know if Holtby can hold down the routine, all right? 2 goals in the third period. It can happen, all right? But, it's in place for us. The destiny is in our own hands. Come on, boys. Just give me a solid 20 minutes. A solid 20 minutes. Come on, offense. Come on, defense. Power play. Oh, come on. Come on, somebody. 8 minutes left. Power play. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, Holtby! Yes! Holtby's a beast. Holtby's our starting goalie for the playoffs. All right. There you freaking go. Washington Capitals beat the Pittsburgh Penguins in 6 games. We didn't even need to go to 7. All right, unbelievable. Braden Holtby, what a series. Thomas Vokoun, he didn't do anything in the first game and in the last game. Well, it wasn't really his fault that game. He didn't get any offense. And what's it called? Crosby got 1 goal, but it didn't matter. All right, so there you go, boys. Pittsburgh Penguins gone. First round. And the 39-43 Washington Capitals are moving on to the second round. All right, so let's simulate. Oh, my God. These injuries are crazy. Cam Barker's on the third line. I'm just going to go replace player because it'll put Jack Hillen everywhere where Cam Barker is. All right? Yeah, so I'll replace the player. There you go. We can do the line changes. You guys can let me know about the line changes if, what's it called, for the next round. And actually, it looks like Walski might be back in time for the next round as well, so we can send Joey Crab, or we can scratch Joey Crab again. Yeah, Wojtek Walski's going to be able to come back. Continue. All right, let's just simulate up into the next round, see who we're going to face. Whoa! The Montreal Canadiens. Oh, this was a good one, wasn't it? This was the one where Washington, they were supposed to beat Montreal, but Halak, that was the birth of Halak, basically, right? So yeah, Washington, we definitely want our damn revenge. All right, so we got the Montreal Canadiens in the second round, and look, we have home ice advantage again. Even though they're 43, 32, and 7, we won their division. I guess they didn't. There you go. So we have another home ice advantage. That's great. All right, so let's check out the stats, player stats for the playoffs. All right. I know I was hounding Ovechkin that whole series. I'm sure he did come through at the end. But remember, that one game that he had 3 assists, all right? So just keep that in mind. All right, so 6 points in 6 games for Backstrom. Good job. Ovechkin, 6 points in 6 games, which looks good, right? But just imagine you take away one game, that one game where he got 3 assists. In 5 games, he's only got 3 points, 1 goal, 2 assists in 5 games. All right. So again, it's not a lot of games played, but it was more, streaks of being hot for Ovechkin instead of consistency. And in the playoffs, you need consistency. All right. You can't just win 1 or 2 games. You need to win 4 games a series. So Ovechkin, I'm gonna look for a better performance from you in the second round. All right. Brooks Laich played great. Ribeiro actually had a good round. Eriksson did good. All right, Stastny, not bad. Yeah, we had a lot of depth scoring this one. Look at this. Look at all these 2-pointers. All right, we had a lot of depth scoring there. Defenseman, Barker, almost assist. Carlson, Orlov, 2 points. I know you guys are getting on me for that. I know. He has more than Mike Green on the first line. Oh, my God. But here's the man of the hour, Braden freaking Holtby. 6 games played, goals against average, 1.52. 4-1-1. Oh, no, 4-1. Yeah, 4-2. Yeah, we lost 2 games. Sorry. One was overtime. And his save percentage is 95.54. Good God almighty. All right? So we may have stumbled onto something special here because I thought our weakest position would be goaltending, and it's actually proving to be our strongest position. All right? So there you go, boys. There is your Elite 8. It's going to be Detroit versus Edmonton. Actually, I'll show you the first round. Detroit beat LA. Minnesota beat Vancouver. San Jose beat Nashville. And Edmonton beat Chicago. And in the Eastern Conference, you got the Montreal Canadiens upsetting Boston. You got Ottawa beating the Rangers. Washington beat Pittsburgh Penguins. And Buffalo beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. So there's your Elite 8, boys. All right, so round 2's coming out tomorrow. Wish us luck. And let's go Holtby.